Hi, my name is Heidi and I'm a life coach, and I have been studying about how to say no, and in this 3 free video series I will teach you about how you say no and how by setting boundaries you can reduce stress and live a happier life. In this first video series I will tell you and teach you how you say no and why you should do it. Often we feel stressed and we might feel that time is running out. We might live our life through other people's expectations and we have lost the control, the feeling of control in our lives. And how do you reclaim your time and your energy? And how do you refuse to be taken for granted without feeling guilty? I am a previous people pleaser. Nowadays I can tell you I am a people lover with great boundaries and great opportunities to live my life fully. And I will tell you a short story about my own experiences, and then we will go forward to the exercises of this video series. In my previous life as an entrepreneur, in my previous business, and also in my previous relationships, I have been the people pleaser and the one who always says yes. And at some point I really felt burned out, and I learned that I live my life through other people's expectations, and I lost the feeling of control and I became really depressed. That point in my life was the point when I started to study about human thinking, mental strength, and how people take control of their own lives. And it is not difficult. The most simple way to get and be able to be happy is that you learn one little word, and that is no. Did you know that people have over 70,000 thoughts a day? And it has been studied that people have almost the same amount of feelings. And do you recognize every thought that you have during the day? If you sleep bad, or if you eat badly, or if you have no time to exercise, and if you live your life pleasing others, what happens is that your thoughts becomes negative. And to get them positive is that you learn how to say no and you set your own boundaries. And now I will tell you 3 steps that you need to take control of your own life. Step 1 is that you find the real values, your own values. I don't know if you have been thinking about this already, but might be that the values you have are the values that your parents had. They might be the values of your friends. They might be the values your partner has. Have you ever stopped thinking about the real values that lies deep within you? How you can find out your values is to maybe Google some questions about finding out your values, and maybe you can meditate and think about the life that you really want to live. But one simple exercise is this. You take a piece of paper and you sit down and you think about your own funeral. You write a letter about what people would say about you at your funeral. And while doing that, what comes after that is that you have found your true values, the ones that you want to be remembered for. So this step 1 is to find out the true values, and you really need to do this because otherwise you cannot continue about how to say no. So do this step 1 really carefully. And what you need to do next is step 2, and that is to say no to everything that is not coming from your values. And that is why it is important to do the step 1 first, find out your true values. And then step 2, say no to everything that is not your values. And this step 3 is the one that you learn how to say no. How do you do it? Well, of course, we do not want to hurt other people. We do not want to disappoint other people's expectations. So what we need to do is to make better proposals. And how this happens is, well, maybe I can tell you about a small example. Let's say that you have a friend, and your friend asks if you want to go to the movies. And in step 1 you have find out that your value is to walk and be outside in the nature. So you really do not want to go to the movies. So instead of saying no, I don't go, or no, I will not go, you go, your friend might be hurt. So what you have to do is to make a better proposal. So you say, that sounds really interesting, but do you know that there's a new cafeteria in about 5 kilometers from here? I heard they have the best coffee in the city. Maybe we can walk over to the cafeteria and have a great discussion on the way and drink that awesome hot coffee in the cafeteria. How do you say about that? Could we go to the cafeteria? So instead of saying aggressively no, you have to make better proposals. So now you have learned 3 simple first steps that you have to do to learn how to say no. Point 1 was that find out your true values. Step 2 is to say no to everything that is not your values. And step 3 is to make better proposals. And I hope that this really helped you, and really you have to concentrate on the step 1, because in the next video series that is coming after this one, I will teach you how to say no to bad feelings. So to know what you want to say yes to, you have to find out the values you want to live to. So please take a moment and find out your true values, and then we will continue on how to say no in the video 2. I really hope you enjoyed, and see you again.